6:14! We've been waiting for over an hour now!
You see, this is what happens when you have an Irishman in your party. You get just one person with an inferiority complex, and pretty soon, before you know it, they're trying to take everyone else down with them.
Oh, really, Bonaparte? I don't think it's quite so romantic as that. He certainly doesn't have an inferiority complex. He's an artist. He's probably just making detailed mental notes to use in his next novel.
Welcome to the bar lab, where we enjoy making excuses for the people who owe the rest of us back!
No, my sentiments exactly. And besides, Lenin, you're making two drastic oversights. One, he writes in stream of consciousness, which does not require any notes. And secondly, you're a Russian. What would you know about artists?
Are you saying that Mother Russia has had no artists spring from her soil?
I'd be amazed if you could name just 5.
Dostoevsky, Leo Tolstoy, Yakov Smirnov, Rachmaninoff, and of course Tchaikovsky.
And let's not forget, Ayn Rand.
I was leaving that one out on purpose, but yes, Ayn Rand was also a comrade before she defected to the United States.
Oh, and speaking of the United States, how about that Cold War?
Actually, the Cold War was a lot of fun, but I'm sure it wasn't half as much fun as your Russian campaign back in 1812. Tell me, is it fun to trek across miles and miles of snow only to find a burnt city? I've always been curious about that.
I don't know what you're laughing about, Hitler. If I remember correctly, you didn't fare very well in Russia yourself.
Yeah, this is true. But we did very well in France. Let's see, did we take that in 2 weeks or 2 days? Lenin, have you ever been to Paris?
Once in 1895.
Did you see the Arc of Triomphe?
I did see that. And I do remember, I thought to myself, what triumph!
Go on, laugh it up, I don't care. Because one day when the two of you least expect it, you're going to get it.
Which reminds me, you got something in the mail today.
I did? What was it?
It was a package from Waterloo. They sent your ass back to you.
You know something, Lenin? I really don't think I want to be around you anymore. I used to think that you were a decent guy.
Hey! He's here! There! How nice of you to join us, Mr. Joyce!
Yes, Joyce. Truly it is an honor to have you grace us with your presence on this festive occasion. Oh, and I see you brought beer with you too. Am I to take it that you've been at an Irish fraternity parties this whole time?
Now is not the time for a silent spell, Mr. Joyce! We've been waiting for over an hour! Where have you been? I demand an explanation!
Along Sandy Mount Strand I walked, the breeze blowing upon my wind-chapped cheeks, sand on my boots, a ringing in my ears like the sound of the bells at Clongows. Ping, pong.
Aha! What did I tell you? He's been making notes so he can use them in a novel.
Yeah, a novel filled with the details about everything someone does in the course of a day. That'll go over really well, won't it, Joyce? Jimmy, I am not in the mood for this today, okay? Really, I'm not. Now, when I ask you a question, I expect for you to respond to what I'm saying. Est-ce que tu comprends?
Oh, leave him alone, Napoleon. What difference does it make where he's been or what he's doing? The point is that he's here now and we may proceed as a group. Now, come on, everyone, pick your pieces. We're late enough as it is.
I will be the little car!
No fair, you got to be the little car last time.
Yeah, well, if you'd establish an automobile industry in your country, I'd be more than willing to let you be the little car. But all you did was get bitten like a little dog, so you have to be the little terrier!
Screw that. I'll be the little thimble. What about you, Lenin? What are you picking?
In honor of my life behind the Iron Curtain, I will be the little iron. What about you, Joyce? You got some choices here. You could be the little hat, the little dog, or the little horse.
Little hats, little dogs, little horses. I shall try to fly by those nets.
Not again with the nets, Joyce! It's been a long day!
Long day. Nora, resting her feet at Halfhead. The sun, writing down her every word on my cuff. She laughed like music. The scent of peaches from her hand lotion.
I'm tuning him out, I'm tuning him out, I'm tuning him out. Who's going to be the banker?
Oh, I hate being the banker! Why don't you do it, Emperor Bonaparte?
Gee, I thought you'd never ask. Now, as all of you know, each player starts off with $1,500. 2 500s, 2 100s, 2 50s, 6 20s, 5 10s, 5 5s, and 5 1s. So if any of you wind up with any more or less than that, you let me know. What the hell are you doing?
The history of all hitherto existing societies, the history of class struggle. In order to ensure peace, we must first ensure equality and equal distribution of wealth.
Oh, I don't believe this. Lenin, you cannot be a communist and play Monopoly. The whole point of the game is to make everyone else go without.
What? The capitalist concept of systematic poverty, the exploitation of people? This is fun? This is worthy of being a board game?
Maybe you didn't notice this. Here, what's this say? It says, Made in America. I mean, the name of the game is Monopoly. Is that never registered to you?
I thought we were all just trying to go around the board and stay out of jail.
You really are Russian!
Maybe we should put a bread line on Boardwalk to make him feel more at home.
Good one, Jimmy. See, I knew you'd loosen up eventually.
Yeah, really. I can talk to you now that you've stopped talking in those weird little sentence fragments.
Sentence fragments. Incompletion. Coitus interruptus. Coming without coming. The ineluctable modality of the audible. Interrupted.
Oh, come now. You were doing so good for a second there, Jimmy.
For a second, for a minute, for an eternity. Granules of sand. Hourglass.
See, this is why William Faulkner got the Nobel Prize and you didn't.
Okay, Napoleon. That was low even for you.
Low? What's low about it? It's true, is it not?
Well, yes. But how would you appreciate it if I said something like, "You're shorter than I am. That's why I can please your wife, and you can't."
You can mock my country. You can mock my military defeat. You can even mock my silly little hat. But you just cross the line when you talk about my Joseph. Oh, and speak of the devil.